So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing our video of Moon Rahu in the 11th house of your birth chart. As in, what happens when Moon Rahu are sitting in together in a conjunction in the 11th house in the birth chart. Okay, and yeah, if you're noticing my fingernails, I'm officially a father of teenagers. My girls had their major slumber party. And of course, I volunteered to have my nails painted. Yes, love it. Love it. So, and as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, check out the links here, KRSastrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Magha Vedic Astrology Academy, where you'll find especially my new course, Nandi Nadi course, which is one of the easiest astrology to understand, and my Vastu course, which is pretty much now the most demanded course I've ever produced. It's because it's helping people. I'm glad. I'm happy. So the first thing you will see with the Moon Rahu in the 11th house, that this person becomes very focused on social circles, social network circles. Like for them, it's very hard to define. You can't say that this person cannot be alone. Like some people, like you'll really see this with like Moon Mercury, and especially if Moon Mercury is around Rahu or it's around some other planet, they cannot be alone. They have to be around people. They have to have that camaraderie. Okay. Moon Rahu in the 11th house, what it shows is that they are wanting to observe. There's this desire to know people because they want to observe people for some reason. It's like this fascination to know the insights. I don't know if I'm making sense in that. Like, some people are just weird. Like, I'm weird. For example, I like to observe people. Like, this is why I go alone. Most of the time, I'm out for dinner alone. And I'm just sitting and I'm just like observing people, talking about their lives, talking about sports. And I'm just kind of trying to understand this human nature. And this is what happens with this. But the thing is, sometimes they get psychologically involved too much into their social circles and their desires. And usually what happens is, this is where this Moon Rahu person has to be careful. Because they want to please the social circle so much, they will be cheated. They will be taken advantage of. So you may think that, well, Moon Rahu person is going to take advantage. No, this can actually make a person very vulnerable. The mind has these smoke and mirrors in the front, that they're sometimes not able to distinguish between somebody who might be honest, somebody who might be just very nice and yet taking advantage of some situation. So these are the things that they have to be careful of. And especially you will see um, mother would have dealt with some form of humiliation, wrongful blames, even sometimes by her own social circles. The other thing, mother would have dual personalities, very changeable individual. Like, you just know, like, there's these two people inside my mother. I don't know which one I'm going to deal with. And of course, nowadays we can say, especially with the latest generation, that yeah, your mother either would be interested in psychology or mother would be interested in technology. Technology, science, especially like pharmaceutical science. If Mercury and Mars gets involved, then yeah, the mother could have tremendous interest in physics and mathematics. Okay. With also Moon Rahu in the 11th house, because see, one thing what happens is that these people can have too many desires. A lot of desires that they have, and when they don't get fulfilled, then they get mentally imbalanced. Like they feel like life has defeated them. They're not worth it. They're not able to look at other people. Like, for example, I'm sitting here and I create this desire that I want to be worth $3.2 billion in the next 4 years. I want to have a mansion with 15 bedrooms by next year. I need to drive a classic Ferrari within the next 18 months. And I want to be world famous and I want people to just always love me and admire me. And these are very far-fetched reality, even with social media. So many people are on social media. Sometimes people just don't get the recognition. And that is something that I'm setting myself up for a biggest failure, which will affect me psychologically. And then I will blame myself. I can become self-critical because, oh my God, these things didn't happen. I will not have my private jet. And and I think I'm exaggerating because Moon Rahu person won't have such far-fetched ideas, but they do. Because I do readings of people who email and, they always like just point blank will ask me like, will I be a billionaire? I want to have an enormous, tremendous wealth. And I've said this over and over again. The moment you're asking an astrologer, will I be a billionaire? That's an answer, no. Because again, I'm going to say no billionaire is ever going to go to any astrologer asking, will I be a billionaire? They'll just want to be, will I be successful with this product or this business I'm wanting to achieve? You will also see that elder sibling will have a lot of issues in their marriage. Most likely, elder sibling will marry somebody who's either a Sikh, Jewish, Buddhist, somebody outside of their community. Okay. The other thing we also see is that fulfillment of desires, right? So we are talking about fulfillment of desires. Fulfillment of desires could be activated if you visit a certain place, which is either on heights and has a vast panoramic view, or ocean. And especially it should be some religious place of a goddess. Doesn't matter whether you're a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, Protestant, Catholic, or whatever other religions that might be there. Everyone would have some kind of a female goddess. Like, for example, there's Mother Mary. Then there's, what do you call, my God, in Hispanic culture, they have, it's a very known name. It's pretty much another version of Mother Mary. Like in Hindu culture, Durga temple. When you go to a Durga temple near a vast body of water or someplace in very far heights, and when you ask for a legitimate, wish to be fulfilled, your wish would be granted because you're activating your 11th house. You're activating your moon and Rahu. That ambition, that goals and ambition can actually be triggered. Okay. So, guys, this was my analysis of Moon Rahu in the 11th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Moon Rahu is placed, along with all your astrological details, including my new 2024 transit reading, which is now active, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.